something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On first down, Webb. And this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A second down run for Abdullah. Finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Operating from the gun, Webb. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down. Webb. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Parkey's kick is good. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Webb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Webb. It's caught. Beckham. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, don't you? And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Operating from the gun, Webb. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Webb. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. On fourth down, Webb. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Let's go!
First down, Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up third and long? Here's Webb. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this This is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Now a handoff looking right. Evades him at the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, Webb. He finds his target, Beckham. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down. Webb. This a screen to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing again. Webb. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Webb. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Come on, let's go! Ohio, flex round! Flex round!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go! What? None! What? None!
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Play clock winding down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Webb. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Webb now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw. Webb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On first down, it's Webb. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Saints have surged back to take the lead there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the...